I'm not usually a fan of capsule wardrobes. If you don't know what a capsule wardrobe is, it's a limited amount of pieces that mix and match together. And the idea is, with limited options, you can be more creative and you can use less amount of clothes, because usually we don't use all of our clothes that we have in our wardrobes, and a lot of pieces are just hanging there. So if you declutter and organize your wardrobe, you can see what you have, and it could also be easier to put outfits together if you have a capsule where everything kind of has a purpose and everything matches. Like I said, I'm not usually into this type of limited wardrobe because I work in fashion, I have my own pattern brand, I have a lot of clothes, and I also feel a lot of the time like I'm representing a brand. And also I have my own things I want to show, so I need to have a bigger wardrobe. But I really like the idea of a capsule wardrobe, and if I had like more of a office job where I'm not feeling like I need to represent a brand and I can just have my own style, then I would probably opt for something like this. But when I'm traveling, when I'm on holiday and I have one suitcase that I can have with my clothes, then I think it's a perfect opportunity to have a capsule wardrobe that is a bit more thought out, that's more minimalistic, and where every piece kind of matches with something else and multiple things, and you can build a lot of outfits from this limited wardrobe. Hey, and welcome to Plan Patterns. My name is Josefine, and today I'm going to show you my capsule wardrobe for traveling. So this capsule was for our trip to Malaysia this summer, and we were gone for 1 month, and I had some very specific circumstances and preferences and things I needed to consider for this trip. So firstly, I'm breastfeeding. I have a 1-year-old and I'm still breastfeeding her. So everything needed to be breastfeeding friendly, which automatically kind of cancels out a lot of my wardrobe already. Also the weather. It was 30 to 32 degrees Celsius during our entire trip, which is really hot. It's also very humid in Malaysia. So I needed to be comfortable and able to breastfeed. I'm also really sensitive to the sun. I'm really pale, I burn easily, so I needed to have protection as well. And I wanted to have a mix and match kind of wardrobe situation. So at first, of course, I thought, why not make like sew all of the pieces that were going into this capsule. But yeah, as I said, I have a 1-year-old, I have a almost full-time job, and I didn't have time to sew. What I did have time for was some altering and mending and upcycling, you could say. I did a lot of thrifting. I took most of the pieces that I already have in my wardrobe, but since giving birth and being pregnant and everything, I have fluctuated a bit in size. So my go-to staples that I've used in Asia before for this kind of travel wardrobe weren't gonna fit me, so I had to find quite a few new pieces. So I have 3 dresses. One of them is this pink and orange wrap dress. This is from the brand Sissi Oxelma, where I work. This dress is actually called Josefine. It's named after me because I really love wrap dresses. The first time I interviewed for this job as a garment technician, I was wearing a wrap dress and we started talking about it, me and my soon-to-be boss. And she was like, yeah, we also need a wrap dress. We don't have that in our collection. So that was the first thing I designed after joining the company. So that's one of my favorite dresses actually. And since it's a wrap dress, you could also wear it as a beach cover-up, so you easily just throw it on over your bathing suit, which has been great on this trip. And then I had one dress, another one from Sissi och Salma, and this one was mostly for traveling, since it's super comfortable and really easy access for breastfeeding and not too lightweight. So it was great to wear on the plane, and yeah, I mostly just used it on traveling days. And then I have one Eden dress in this capsule, and this is also viscose jersey. I find viscose jersey is the best jersey for summer or hot weather because it's a bit cooler than cotton jersey in my opinion. It's also really nice and summery, flowy. It has more drape than cotton jersey. So this was really nice to wear. It's not breastfeeding friendly, so when I wore this dress I had to make sure I got home to the hotel room before the evening. Eden is one of my own sewing patterns. I will link to the product in the description below. Then I thrifted 3 white blouses because a white blouse is really nice to have. I know a lot of people have like the must-haves in a capsule wardrobe, and there's always like a white shirt. I have never been able to wear a white shirt comfortably and feeling like it's me. Like I always feel so stiff and not like myself in a white shirt, you know, like a crisp button down. Yeah, so more of a blouse, a more feminine option is always my go-to. So I have one short sleeved V-neck button down shirt or button shirt, and it's in a really sheer viscose fabric that was really nice to wear. It's really like soft and feminine, but also not too hot. So that one was thrifted. I didn't do any modifications to it, I just found it. And then I have this really nice shirred top. So it's like elastic seams at over the bust line and at the waist, and it has sort of a crinkly fabric. And this was also a thrift find. It's a few sizes too large, so I took it in, but only like you know, under the armholes. The top, a top can be quite big. I liked how it fit around the waist and at the hem. I kind of wanted it to be kind of loose there, so that was really nice. So I just took it in from the armhole. I pinned it to 0 at the waist, so almost like a dart. And then I tried it on after I pinned it to see if it was okay. I adjusted a little bit, and then I serged and sewed a normal seam on my sewing machine as well. And then I just folded the seam allowance and tucked it in place with a few stitches, just so it lays flat. Yeah, so that was a really nice top to wear as well. I tried to find tops with different kinds of hemline or necklines, because if I were to only wear V-neck all the time, I would get so burned. So it was nice to have a top that was more high neck to cover this area from the sun. And then I have a blouse, and this is sort of I think it's like a lyocell fabric, so it feels like a viscose. This one was I thought this was going to be such a staple, but I think I wore it once. So this is actually not staying in my wardrobe. I don't know what it is, maybe the fabric or the style. I just don't feel good in it. And I found it harder to match with things than the other pieces. Maybe it's not as comfortable as the other ones, and it's a bit too much like a shirt, and I don't like shirts. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna give it a try to wear it when it's colder outside, because maybe it was just too hot. I can't really remember, but I only ended up using this once or twice. So yeah, it was not perfect. And I didn't feel like I needed 3 white blouses either. 2 would have been enough. And then I have a striped cotton like tunic, a longer blouse. This was really nice to just throw over everything. I used it as a cover up. I used it for protection from the sun. I used it as a top with the denim shorts I'm going to show you later. And it was just perfect. This was one of my favorite thrift find. I didn't do any modifications to it. I like the length and everything, the size. This is also like one size too large, which was perfect. Next up is a pair of Tyra trousers, Tyra culottes. This is one of my own patterns, so I made these in a viscose fabric a few years ago, and this has been a staple in my summer wardrobe ever since. Yeah, this is such a good pair of culottes, and they really worked well for cover, but not too hot to wear. Really comfortable, elastic waist. And then I also wore this skirt a lot. So this is a hack from one of my other patterns. This is the Vera pattern. It's a dress pattern, but I made it into a skirt. I just added the elastic waistband. And on both of these, I added some top stitching on the waistband to keep the elastic in place, because I found that the type of elastic I use kind of folds after a while. Yeah, I just top stitched at the top and at the bottom through all of the layers to keep the elastic staying in place. And also when washing, that's really good to add the top stitching to keep everything in place. And then I found another pair of trousers, also like a viscose fabric, and these ones kind of look like the Tyra culottes, like they look like my pattern, but they are not. I think they are from Mango, but yeah, the fit is not as good as my Tyra pants, but it was okay. I really like the print and the colors here, and they were really good with like the white tops. I really enjoyed wearing them. They were a lot too long, which that says a lot because I am tall with long legs, so I don't know, like maybe they designed these to be worn with like platform shoes, like really high heels. So I just folded up. Yeah, you can see the original hem is was this much, and I just added yeah, so now the hem is like this. And I really liked how they turned out. I made them so they just hit the floor when I'm walking. And yeah, so I wanted to add like a pop of color, and I think these will stay in my wardrobe for a long time because I really liked how they looked. And then I had a pair of jeans, which I thrifted. Oh, I thrifted these as well. So these jeans, they fit kind of at the waist, and they were like too short and like tight in the calves. So I decided to just chop them off. So I made these like knee length denim shorts, and they were so great. They match with everything. I could pair them with like all of the tops and everything, and really comfortable to wear, nice to have, and yeah, that was a really good addition to the capsule wardrobe. And then I have like a jacket or like a beach cover up, but also quite elegant. This is from the brand King Louis. This is one of my staples in summer as well. It's lightweight and flowy, airy, but it's great cover from the sun, and it's also really nice to have like in the morning going to breakfast and as a beach cover up over your bathing suit. And last but not least, I have two tank tops, one kind of khaki green and one pink. Both of them work really well with this cover up, but I also wore them just as tops walking around on the hotel, and yeah, just casual tops, and also underneath some of the other things. For example, I like to wear a tank top underneath a wrap dress. So, and this pink one matches really well with the pink wrap dress. So that was a really nice combo to have, and I also used them kind of like pajama tops. I also had a white cap, which was great for sun protection on my face. I usually don't wear caps at all. I'm not like a sporty girl, but this was the first time on a trip to Asia that I didn't burn my nose, and so I'm a cap girly now. So that was really great, and I also like the look actually. I think it brought the whole looks together, so that was really nice. And of course I had shoes. I had a pair of pink flip-flops and a white pair of sneakers and white Birkenstock. And that's it. That's everything I packed in my suitcase. Let me tell you, traveling with a 1-year-old is stressful. So most days I didn't even get a picture of my outfit, but some I did, and I'm just gonna show you a bit of footage from the trip and what I wore. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more content like this. I plan to do more capsule wardrobes for traveling or for like special periods of time. And also, of course, there's more sewing content coming up and some new sewing patterns, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, that's it for today. Until next time, happy sewing! Bye!